Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
All right, that is just devastating, Jeff, to see that, to see what those folks are still going through a year after all of that.
That is horrible to see that, but I guess the good news is here for us locally, no active weather that we're going to be tracking. I mentioned a little bit earlier, I think we can safely say our spring tornado season over with. And now it's just the summer pattern that we're dealing with.
That's what we love to hear.
Yes, and that means heat, humidity, but probably not a whole lot of rainfall on the way for the next few days. Let's talk about that weekend forecast, and we are expecting to see the temperatures on the climb. 96 Saturday, 97 on Sunday, and again, we will be turning humid as we take you into the weekend as well. So the feels like temperatures will become an issue. Maybe not quite advisory status, but something to just be aware of as the mugginess returns later this week. Tomorrow, though, Thursday, we're in the comfortable range here on the muggy meter, but heading into the weekend, it starts to get steamier once again. Not quite oppressive in terms of humidity, but you'll certainly feel a change in the air and the comfort level as we work our way on into the weekend. So we're not only talking about the heat building, but it's going to get sticky as well. So be prepared for that. Feels like temperatures over the next few days, still not a problem. We hit the weekend, though, and it'll be a different story. Starting to get into the caution range here as we're talking upper 90s to around 100. But again, that is below advisory criteria. Heat advisories come out here in the Tennessee Valley and North Alabama when the feels like number of the heat index is expected 105 or higher. So we're not quite at that level yet, but that is something that will likely change at some point heading through the summer months, as it always does. What isn't changing right now, the quiet weather. Wave 31 Triple Doppler. It is a clean sweep out there. We've got dry conditions, and we're likely almost a week away before we start to see rain back in here. We might see some showers as early as next Monday, but that is our next best shot at picking up some wet weather. In the meantime, future radar really just showing we'll be in and out of some cloud cover. A little bit of that comes in overnight tonight and through tomorrow morning. Not going to see as much sunshine tomorrow, or at least a bright sunshine through clear skies. Instead, we'll have probably a milky cloud layer out there. We'll still get filtered sun through that. Most of these clouds are not going to be super thick, but at the same time, they're also not going to provide any rainfall for us. So another dry day expected for your Wednesday. We headed to your Thursday. Some of that cloud deck breaks up just a little bit, so a little sunnier as we take you into Thursday, Friday, and that will likely be the trend heading into the weekend as well. So not only hot, not only humid, but the sun will be beating back down on us along with those hot temperatures on the way in. Tonight, though, into tomorrow morning, enjoy it. If you enjoyed stepping out earlier today, I know I did. Opened that front door, it felt fantastic outside. Tomorrow will be similar conditions. 57 degrees in Muscle Shoals in the morning, Athens, Decatur, 58, same for Huntsville. 61 in Scottsboro in the morning, 58 Guntersville, and we'll wake up around 57 over in Fort Payne. From there, we will gradually warm tomorrow, despite a little bit less sunshine out there. Still seeing a northeasterly breeze, so that will keep the humidity in check. We'll climb into the low 80s around the noon hour, and then expect to see middle and perhaps some upper 80s working our way on into tomorrow afternoon. And this is just the beginning of the building heat, which will carry us on into the weekend. 89 for Scottsboro, 88 in Huntsville tomorrow. Muscle Shoals 86, 85 in Moulton. We'll go 87 in the River City over there in Decatur tomorrow afternoon. Wave 31 Storm Tracker 10-day shows the 90s are back Thursday, and once they return, they may not go away anytime soon. 94 on Friday. Weekend still expecting a peak in the heat, middle to upper 90s Saturday and on into Sunday. And again, the feels like temperatures getting around, if not slightly above 100 degrees. We head into next week, and an increase in cloud cover, return of some rainfall, and a slight breakdown in the hot pattern will ease temperatures slightly, but we're still going to remain at or above the 90-degree mark for highs, and those mornings will remain muggy in the 70s. Might need the umbrellas, though, again, with some scattered shower and thunderstorm activity back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame of next week, but nothing right now that looks serious, nothing that looks widespread, and certainly nothing that looks severe.
Well, that's good to know. One thing I'm learning as a newbie here is just to keep an umbrella with me at all times. In the trunk, in the car, anywhere you can reach.
Yeah, and especially into the summer months, we get just those random pop-up thunderstorms. You might need it one day, and the next day, not at all. So just good to have it on hand for anything Mother Nature may throw at us.
That's right. Wise words, Jeff. Thank you.
You bet.